The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
First play and a first pass for Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards.
On first down, it's Benson.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
To throw, it's Murray. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here we go. We're good. All right.
Now Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here we go, son.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Murray.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here we go. Set. Set.
On 1st down, Redmond. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The Steelers looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man here is Benson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Benson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Murray now. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going for it. It's Murray.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son.
They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From his own end zone, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, son.
In motion right is Wilson.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, That's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Murray now running left off the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Murray going to throw.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Benson.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
Now Murray.
That's caught by Harrison, right side.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards that time. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Shotgun now for Murray. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Touchdown, Cardinals! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mark Andrews, 70 yards.
And the Steelers are once again back in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Murray is going to let this one go deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12 at the 1-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to throw, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go, set. Set.
Fields. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Open man is Higgins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Elijah Higgins, 43 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Harris running straight ahead. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Steelers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Hey, Chad. Go.
Now it's Fields.
And his throw here's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent during the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Escaping the pressure right. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go, son.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They run over center with Benson.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw, it's Murray.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Off the option, here's Murray running left.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Murray now to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go.
And Wilson in motion left. Here's Fields.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here we go, Snap. Go.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. Wilson's got it complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Set.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Redmond, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground, as they begin 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A give up the middle with Benson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Murray now.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Benson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Benson.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, stay. Hey, hi.
All eyes on Fields. Pass complete to Harris.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go. Good.
Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
575. Here we go, son. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Don't jump. Ready?
Again, Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So it's a win here for the Arizona.